Hello everyone, welcome to the Anatomy Lab. Today we're going to be taking a look at the muscles of the head, face, and neck. So first of all, here's the head. This is the head, and as you can see there are a variety of different muscular tissues, or these like fibrous red tissues that are connecting a variety of different facial muscles, jaw bones, like from the head down to the neck and so on. And these are going to be helping with moving the face, moving the head, as well as helping to potentially chew your food as well. So first of all, let's take a look at some of the major muscles of the face as well as the head. So starting off up here, this big old muscle right here, this is going to have two portions, and it is called the occipitofrontalis. So the occipitofrontalis is going to be referring to its two regions, the frontalis region and then the occipital region. So those two make up the occipitofrontalis. But over here you can see very prominently, this is the frontalis region. This is going to be on the frontal bone, and it is going to be attached to like the upper scalp and then down to the upper eyebrows. So whenever you're looking at muscles, try to look at what is it attached to, what direction are the fibers going, and then how would the body move if the muscles were to contract. So in this case, it is going to be attached up here as well as down here. This will be the more mobile part, and when this muscle contracts, how does it pull this mobile part? So in this case, when it contracts and shortens, it is going to pull your eyebrows upward or raise your eyebrows. So when you raise your eyebrows, or when you contract your frontalis muscle, you will raise your eyebrows. Notice that I did not say raise and depress or up and down, only raise or elevate. Like any given muscle action will typically only pull a muscle or pull a body part in one direction unless there are multiple directions of those fibers. So in this case, raise the eyebrows. So with that said, let's take a look at one more other major muscle. This next one inferior to the frontalis muscle, this is called the orbicularis oculi. So the orbicularis oculi, it is named for its shape as well as for its region. Orbicularis means like round or circular. Oculi means the eye. So orbicularis oculi is going to be a circular muscle surrounding the eye, and it is going to be able to contract. And keep in mind that when muscles contract, they become shorter. But when a circle contracts, the circle will become smaller. So when this circle becomes smaller, what happens is your eye closes. So the orbicularis oculi will help with closing your eye. So once again, notice I did not say close and open. I only said close. So be careful when you're naming your actions. Now moving down to your mouth, you're going to see that you have another orbicularis muscle. This is called the orbicularis oris. So orbicularis oris is a circular muscle that's going to be surrounding the mouth, and this is going to be helping to purse the lips. So once again, being a circular muscle, when this muscle contracts, the circle becomes smaller. When the circle becomes smaller, it pushes the lips forward, pursing the lips, causing you to make like a kissing face or like a duck-like face. So this would be the orbicularis oris, named for being a round muscle, and then also oris being around the mouth. Now there are other muscles that will also help with moving the mouth, as in like the zygomaticus muscles. So if you look closely here, you can see two muscles, 1 and 2, both of which are going to go to the corner of the mouth down here, but they'll also be attached up here to the zygomatic bone. So this muscle is named for its attachment as well as whether it's bigger or smaller. So the zygomaticus muscles will be attached to the zygomatic bone up here and attached down to the corner of the mouth. And the two zygomaticus muscles that you have are the zygomaticus major down here, more posterior and inferior. And then the smaller one of the two, the zygomaticus minor, is going to be more anterior and superior up there. So these will be helping with raising the corners of your mouth to help with smiling, or like making a big smile. On the side of the mouth over here, you can see another muscle that is attached to like the corner of the mouth. This is called the Risorius muscle. The Risorius muscle is going to be a muscle that's going to be helping with also like smiling, like as in like moving the corner of your mouth to the side. But this type of smiling is more like of a gentle smile, like a kind of social smile. But all of them, zygomaticus major, minor, and risorius, help with smiling. But depending on the angle, as well as depending on the attachment, you'll be able to name them differently. So zygomaticus major, this one, the big one, more inferior and posterior. Zygomaticus minor, more anterior and superior and smaller. Risorius, it is going to be like a transverse muscle that's going like horizontally, and it is going to also be attached to the corner of the mouth though. Now there's another muscle down here that you can see, although a little bit obscured. This is a deeper muscle. This is a muscle that's going to be found like in your cheek to help with like manipulating food a bit. This is called your buccinator muscle. So deep to the risorius, this one down here, like making up part of the wall of the cheek, this is called the risorius muscle, or sorry, the buccinator muscle. This is the buccinator muscle. So you would have one on both sides, along with like all of these muscles, you'd have one on both sides, but this is one of the walls of the cheek. And then you have another muscle like near the front of the face, along like the front of the mandible. This muscle down here is called the mentalis. So the mentalis muscle is a relatively small muscle like at the very bottom of your chin, and it is going to help with protruding the chin or protruding the bottom lip as well, like when you make a pouty face. So this is going to be helping with moving the lip, specifically the bottom lip, to help with making the pouty face. So you do have other muscles here, but we'll continue in the next video. So for now, just make sure you can understand where these muscles are, how they're oriented next to each other, and look for major landmarks and try to think about how they're going to move the face or the jaw, the lips, or the eyes, or so on. So that's it for now. Good luck with your studying, great work, and I'll talk to you all later.